In this video, we're going to talk about the Biden-Harris administration takes new actions accelerate processing for work authorizations and some other enforcements, while continuing to call on Congress to act. So once again, good morning, afternoon, or evening, ladies and gentlemen. Wherever you are, and welcome again.
Visit our Swat&Vee channel with your questions to see how best we can help you out your process. Please don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel.
So, without any further delay, now let's get into the video and find out what the latest updates are on U.S. immigration. Welcome once again. The Department of Homeland Security, DHS, is announcing another series of actions to increase enforcement across the southwest border, accelerate processing of work authorizations, and make the decision to redesignate and extend temporary protected status, TPS, for Venezuela. In consultation with interagency partners and with careful consideration for the conditions, and due to extraordinary and temporary conditions in Venezuela that prevent individuals from safely returning, the Secretary of Homeland Security decided to extend and redesignate TPS for Venezuela. President Biden has called on Congress to pass comprehensive immigration reform since his first day in office. As a result of Congress' failure to enact the reform, the administration has been using the limited tools it has available to secure the border and build a safe, orderly, and humane immigration system while leading the largest expansion of lawful pathways for immigration in decades. We also urge the passage of fully funded emergency appropriations, including the supplemental funding request for border security, as requested by the President this summer. The $4 billion supplemental funding requested for DHS addresses the immediate needs of the department to safely and humanely manage the southwest border and to continue implementing our immigration laws through the expansion of lawful pathways and enforcing consequences for those who do not use them. DHS has also allocated more than $770 million to 69 partner organizations in fiscal year 2023 to support communities receiving migrants in both the southwest border region and the interior through the Shelter and Services Program, SSP, and the Emergency Food and Shelter Program, Humanitarian Awards, EFSPH. Improving the processing of work authorizations and directly communicating with work-eligible individuals. Only Congress can change the law to allow asylum seekers to get work authorization sooner than 6 months after filing their claim. Right now, 6 months is the law. Beginning October 1st, USCIS will accelerate processing for Employment Authorization Document, EAD, applications filed by parolees who scheduled an appointment through CBP-1, who are, in contrast with asylum seekers, able to apply for work authorization immediately. USCIS will dedicate additional personnel and implement improvements to decrease the median processing time for these applications from 90 days to 30 days. USCIS will also work to decrease median processing times for EAD applications associated with the Cuban, Haitian, Nicaraguan, and Venezuelan parole processes to 30 days. Working with international partners to speed removals and returns. Since May 12, we have removed or returned over 253,000 individuals to 152 countries. This compares to 180,000 removals and returns during the same period in 2019, which was comparable to the pre-pandemic and pre-Title 42 periods. This was enabled by a more than doubling of ICE international removal flights from the first to the second half of FY 2023 and new agreements with multiple countries to streamline returns. This includes 36,000 family members encountered at the southwest border and over 17,000 non-Mexicans to Mexico, a critical deterrent, especially for hard-to-remove countries, and the first time Mexico has ever accepted substantial numbers of third-country repatriations. DHS has removed or returned more family members in the last 4 months than in any previous full fiscal year. Expediting family removals nationwide. DHS has expanded the Family Expedited Removal Management (FERM) program nationwide so that families without a lawful basis to remain are quickly removed. Under this process, families are placed into expedited removal proceedings that occur within 30 days. This program was launched in May, has processed over 1,600 families, and will continue to scale up significantly. Adding DHS holding and processing capacity. DHS has expanded its capacity to hold an additional 3,250 people in its facilities, for a CBP holding capacity of nearly 23,000. This builds on expansions of several thousand across CBP and ICE facilities put in place before May to process, detain, and remove more non-citizens who do not have a lawful basis to remain in the United States. Since May 12, we have processed 110,000 individuals for expedited removal and completed an average of 4,000 credible fear cases each week, double the previous high. Deploying military personnel to support border efforts. The Department of Defense is providing additional military personnel, on top of the 2,500 steady state National Guard personnel, to support the Department of Homeland Security, DHS. This surge support includes up to 800 new active duty personnel to assist with logistics and other functions at the border, allowing more Customs and Border Protection, CBP, agents and officers to return to their core missions and responsibilities. These individuals complement the 24,000 CBP agents and officers along the southwest border we have sustained and the over 2,600 additional non-uniformed personnel we have hired to assist in processing and facility operations. Since May 12, we have also extended the support of 500 law enforcement and general support volunteers from other DHS components to supplement CBP border security operations. Combating smugglers. The DHS continues to escalate the fight against those smuggling persons and narcotics, and the administration is prosecuting an increasing number of smugglers as well as non-citizens who are violating our laws. From April 2022 through September 12, 2023, CBP and HSI arrested nearly 17,000 suspected human smugglers and seized more than $51 million in property and nearly $13 million in currency. This has resulted in more than 2,000 indictments and more than 1,500 convictions in partnership with U.S. attorneys. The U.S. Border Patrol has referred 9,904 individuals for prosecution between May 12 and September 14. The Department of Justice, DOJ, is vigorously prosecuting those who unlawfully bring in, harbor, or transport migrants, as well as many thousands of felony reentry cases. DOJ and DHS are working closely together to target additional prosecutorial resources for these serious immigration offenses. Further, USCIS will increase the maximum validity period of initial and renewal leads to 5 years for certain non-citizens, including those admitted as refugees or granted asylum, recipients of withholding of removal, and applicants for asylum, adjustment of status, or cancellation of removal. The increased validity period will reduce the frequency with which non-citizens must file to renew their work authorization. This is anticipated to also reduce the associated workload and processing times, which will allow USCIS to concentrate efforts on the initial work authorization caseload. For those already eligible to work, we are taking steps to expedite employment authorization processing. Individuals who are paroled into the United States after making an appointment through the CBP One mobile app, the parole processes for Cubans, Haitians, Nicaraguans, and Venezuelans for up to 2 years, and those who have applied for Temporary Protected Status, TPS, are eligible to apply for work authorization immediately. However, nationwide, only a small percentage of working-age individuals paroled after making an appointment through CBP One have applied for employment work authorizations. To raise awareness, the Biden administration has been sending email and SMS notifications to certain parolees, including those who have been paroled into the United States after the use of the CBP One app, nationwide, informing them of their eligibility to apply for employment authorization and reinforcing that effort with personnel on the ground. To date, more than 1.4 million email and text notifications have been sent by U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS, in English, Spanish, Haitian Creole, Ukrainian, and Russian. DHS is deploying 50 personnel to New York this month to educate recently arrived migrants on the immigration system and how to apply for employment authorization documents.
I hope you guys found this video extremely helpful. If you know anybody that could benefit from this information, definitely make sure to share this video with them. We are all about empowering you with knowledge. So the more people that can benefit from this video, the more people we want watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs icon. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification bell for more immigration updates. Bye!